Welcome back. In today's lecture, we are going to work on lecture 7 exercise solutions. So why are we going to do this? Because this one is pretty much complex. It will involve arrays, objects, if conditions, and logical operators. So if you know how to do this, and if you have done it, then mark this lecture as finished and move on. If not, just create here new file called lecture 7 exercise solutions and link the same one here in your index, right? Because we need to check what is going to happen in the browser. Also, make sure that from a final folder, just grab this exercise, lecture 7 exercise.js, read the entire thing. I just copy the whole thing and I put it here, right? That's it. Now, I'm gonna copy these 4, put them here, and let's make them as a comment. So create a variable array that will be empty and it will hold user objects in future. Very good. Variable database equal an empty array. Nice. Next one, prompt the user to enter his name and store it in a variable called username, var username, and prompt. Very good. Now inside the prompt we had one argument called your name. Nice. So copy this one. It's gonna be similar because because here we are prompting the username user to enter his user email and your email address. Now here we'll prompt the user to get his password and save it as a user password variable, right? Nice. Okay, console log and see what we have. So console log, the user name, email. Let's start with the name, user email, and user password. And let's see if we're gonna get the right outputs. So your name, Rick, password, email r@gmail.com, and 1234 password. Hit enter. And why I don't have here? Strange. Save it again. Sometimes this can happen. Did I link that correctly? Yes, I did. Name Rick. Email address r@gmail.com. You can put any email address, 123. Here it is. Now it's working. All right, I didn't change anything. I need to resave it. Good. Now, what is number 5? Number 5 is create a function called a register that will take 3 arguments from the prompt. So function, register that will take 3 arguments. It will be name, email, and password. Very good. Now this function, what it needs to do, very good. Let me just do it like this. Fill the database with user object that will contain the 3 fields. Nice. So we need to create an object in our database array. So how are we going to do this? Database.push, and inside we're going to create an object. Very good. So name, it will be the name that is coming from our arguments. Then comma, we will have email that will come from email. Very good. And you can name this whatever you want. And we want to have a password. Now this will be the field name inside the object, right? And the pass is coming from the function that we're gonna pass. Nice. Here needs to go semicolon. Now call the register function with the prompt. Whatever we stored here, right? And we know that they're working because we checked them. We console logged them like a minute ago. Email and user password. Very good. Save it. Save a couple of times. Refresh it here. Oh, what's happening? Your name, Rick. Very good. rck@gmail.com. Okay. 1234 doesn't matter. Let's check the database. I do see that some object is created, and there you go. We do have our first object stored in a database array. Congratulations. So let me just do this. Console log. I hate with this autocomplete. Console.log the database array. Now I don't need to type it here all of the time. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to move on. So 6 is done, 7. Canceling the prompt and see what will happen. Do you get database with null or empty values? How we can fix this? Nice. So let's cancel the prompts. Cancel, cancel. Here it is. I do have an array with a null object. That is crazy, right? Why? Because this function was called, and doesn't matter what was inside here. It was nothing actually, and it was called with those empty values, and we pushed into the database all of those things. So now we need to fix it. How are we gonna fix it? So I'm going to do like this: 7, 8, and 9. We're going to do in one go. So we're gonna do if conditions. With this if condition, we're gonna check if the username is different than null. Very good. And we need to use the logical operator, and user email is gonna be different than null, and user password needs to be different than null. Very good. What this means that I want each and every of these variables to have some data. That's why this and. Otherwise, if you put or here, the pipe, that means that these two needs to be filled and this one not, and that is not what we want. So here it will go only if this contains data, and if not, we're gonna have else condition, and we're gonna alert the user and say some of the form fields, actually we don't have form, but let's do it, are empty. Please try again. Very good. Now here the logic goes like this: anytime we're gonna call this register function is only when these variables hold any meaningful data. They will not be null. Right now let's hit it here, refresh it, and cancel everything first. Here it is. Some of the fields are empty. Please try it again. Yep, you need to click a couple of times probably. Now our alert is working because we were trying to register, and now the database, if we try to access the database, it will not work because this alert is there, right? That database is empty. Okay, now let's do a real Rick rm gmail.com, and very good, we have a database. Good. rm gmail.com 1 2 3 4. Nice. So that is pretty much what we want to do in the 6, 7, and 8 and 9. Actually, did I put it like that? 6, 7, yeah, 7, 8, 9. So how we can fix it? We already fixed it. Try saving to database user objects only when, yeah, this was number 10 as well. Woo, we have covered a lot. Now check if the name of the user object, so the name of this object, so if it's Rick, right, object in the database is the same with the name of the username that we got from the prompt. And here, prompt. Nice. If yes, then display welcome to the profile page, dear name of the user. Nice. So that will be another if here. If database. So how many, actually let me just write down because I refresh it. Rick email r gmail.com 1 2 3. Very good. Now in our database we always gonna have only one registered user. And why is this? Well, because when I save it and I refresh, and the compiler gets to this line and it set the database back to empty. That's why. Okay, so the database of 0, and I want to access the name, dot name is equal to what? The username variable. So whatever this variable holds, it needs to be the same with this one. If that is the case, then what we need to do is saying console.log welcome to your profile page, dear, make a breathing space, username. And else, let's put alert here. Something went wrong. Please try again later. And that's pretty much it. So put here Rick, email rick@hotmail.com. Very good. Welcome to your profile page, dear Rick. Everything is working. Our database array holds one object. Crazy. Now, congratulations. You know how to do if-else conditions. You know now how to push to the database an object. And now you know how to deal with objects. Crazy. That is super. I really enjoy having you as my student. If you are here, that means that you're doing something great. So I will see you in the next one, and don't get scared. It will get better in time. So just please practice, and let's fix this problem here. Email. All right. Nice. So yeah, sorry if you see some mistake here. I mean, this language mistake, and yeah, I will try to fix it in the final solutions folder. Right. So see you in the next one, and stay safe. Bye.